Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Real Life Live, and guess what? We're going to talk a little baseball this afternoon, and because we got to cover that too. We do a lot of things here. Okay, and what we're going to talk about is when we talk about baseball today, we're going to talk about the most improved team in the major leagues. Who would that be? Look at that hat on that board. That would be the Kansas City Royals. Okay, yeah, I looked at it. They are the most improved team in the majors this year. They've done a lot of things right, and they've improved in all areas. I've been checking them out, and well, as we look at the standings in the major leagues right now, as we talk, we're looking at the Royals. They're at 25-17. That would be third in the AL Central, and just a half game behind of Cleveland. Okay, so they're right there, and that's an improvement when you look at their difference. As far as how many runs do you score, how many runs do you give up? Well, they're plus 49. Okay, that's a big improvement. Last year they were like minus 60. Okay, so when you're talking about a real big improvement in a major league team, then you're talking about the Kansas City Royals. You ain't talking about the one we have here. But now, as we look at them, well, what have they improved? What makes them better? When you're looking offensively, I look at two numbers. I look at OPS and I look at ISO. Okay, so on OPS, Kansas City is 14. Okay, now last year, on OPS they were like 26. So they're at 700 on that, and that's a big improvement there. Top half of the league there. ISO, that's the big power number. Okay, so when you're looking at the Royals on that number, they're 12. Okay, with 151 on the ISO. So that's improving offensively, a big improvement. Okay, so that's why they're at where they're at now. Okay, well, if you look at the pitching, yeah, they have really improved on that too. Starting pitching, one of the tops right now. Because they got some, they got Lugo. He's pitching very good. Now the other ones fall in a little bit, but if you look at the team earned run average, that would be 7. Okay, so they're 7 in ERA, and they've only given up 32 home runs, and that's third in the fewest in the major league. So they don't give up home runs. Why? Well, they have what you call a home run fly ball rate, and they're like third in that too. So they give up 8.1. That's the figure there. In other words, what's the percentage when you let the ball be hit in the air? I'm talking about the pitcher. What's the percentage of the ball going out of the ballpark? Well, 8.1% of the time, the Kansas City pitchers, they give up a home run. Now the leader is probably 13 or something, but they're very good. To make a long story short on that. Okay, so they're great with the pitching and very good with the hitting, and so that looks like a big improvement for the Kansas City Royals from last year. Okay, so now if you want to look at the other team that we want to talk about, the team here in the state, St. Louis Cardinals. Well, there's a whole lot of things going on that they can't figure out. One thing is, they were talking. They're all over the place on MLB. They're talking about Goldsmith and or Nalo. You know, but now as far as I can see, they all, you know, they're all playing. I mean, comfortable. Okay, on that. In other words, they're all to blame. Now they sent Jordan down, which I thought was a bunch of garbage anyway. But now they're talking about well, what about well, I heard Mozeliak come out and say, well, it starts with me, and I got to be, accountable, and blah blah blah. But what he's gonna probably do, go to the owner and try to chum up with him and try to save his ass, But I think the problem with Marmol is that when that happened with Tyler O'Neill, and I've said this and I'll say it again, that lost the club. The players lost a lot of respect for that manager, Marmol. Yeah, I know I'm not. Yeah. But you know what I'm talking about. I'll call him Ali. Okay, so when he did that with O'Neill, the other players didn't say anything because they don't. But you can feel it. I'm looking at Goldsmith. I'm wondering about him. Does he? What's he think? Because it looks like they don't. They don't want to play for the guy. Hate to say that, but it is what it is. So now, so we're talking about the Cardinals, and when you look at the Cardinals, I mean, all their numbers are down. Okay, everything. So I mean, you're talking about, and then you're looking at the last place, and all the numbers are down. So if you look at them, so they have a lot of improvement. I mean, to do, and they don't have a lot of talent to do it with. Now they got rid of a lot of talent, and the players they kept not as good. Who is that on? General manager. He's supposed to evaluate talent. He ain't been doing a good job. By the way, I don't want to hear that anymore about Mozeliak getting the best of that trade with a Goldsmith. Okay, ain't no way in the hell you gonna tell me that they got the best of that deal when I'm looking at the Arizona Diamondbacks winning the pennant last year, and the Cardinals sitting their ass at home. So we supposed to do that with Goldie, right? Remember? That's why we got him. And as far as Nolan, I think he lost a little respect for the manager. He didn't say it, but it looks like, and by the way, he is from L.A. And if the Dodgers, we'll see if they want him. Let's put it like this. If the Dodgers want R.L.L, they'll get him. Okay, so, because you know them. So as far as the team and the future of the Cardinals, they're saying, hey, it don't look good because they don't have a direction. Now, if you're looking at that team on the board, they do have a direction, the Kansas City Royals, and they're going that way. See what I'm saying? They made some kind of plan on that, and it's working out very good. If you looked at that plus 49, that's pretty good. Okay, so and then the Cardinals, they're minus, and we're looking at the number, trying to get the number, but I think it's minus 30 or 40. We'll come up with that, but last place in the Central, we call that called really that the manager was going to be gone too. So we're going to see how that goes there. And so as we look at the two teams in this state, as we talk about baseball today, we'll talk about more other things at a later date. But we're talking about the two teams here. One is really playing great, and the other team is really playing like straight garbage. And the Royals, a big improvement. Cardinals, a big step down. Okay, so well, we'll be back, and we're gonna see what's going on with all the games. But the big game tonight will be Seattle and Kansas City. Okay, at Seattle, and the Mariners, 22-19. They've been playing pretty good, 5-5. You know, and the Royals have been playing very good. You know, lately. You know, so that's gonna be one hell of a ball game, and we're looking forward to seeing that game. So we'll be looking at that, and then we'll be staying up to date with the sports. But we talk about a lot of things on Real Life Live. It's good to be back. It's good to talk some baseball. And we'll be back on Real Life Live. And keep on doing what you're doing. Royals, Cardinals, I don't know what you're going to do.